So, what is the process to get into the Medicaid long-term LTSS program? Now, listen, if that's your question, that's an easy one for the day, man. Just stick around to the end of the program, and I promise you, you're gonna know all that and more. All right, let me get this intro out the way real fast. How's everybody doing today? Woo! Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We got two of the most official people to tell you this good story today. My name is Kion Church. A lot of people like to call me Mr. KC. They say it sounds a lot easier. Who am I? I'm your Delaware District Administrator, also your in-home health care guide. And to my right, maybe to your left, I don't know, depending on how your phone looks. I got our illustrious assistant director, Miss Destiny. Miss Destiny, how you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. It's so wonderful to see you on this lovely Monday.
Yes, back at you, back at you.
Right back at you. I think you got like a world's record right now. You did more videos than a little bit so far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to, branch out.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So look, just for our YouTube listeners, because they the most specialist people that I know. You know what I mean? We love the Facebook crowd, right? But YouTube is really it. You know what I mean? So if you hear with us in the YouTube crowd, subscribe, like this thing, share it, whatever you got to do. If you find yourself receiving an overwhelmingly amount of value, hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? How you feel about that? That's my line, or that good plan?
That's a great plan.
Great plan. Awesome. Awesome. Also, if you got any questions, don't forget to put it right in the comments. Our studio producer, Miss Ludia, is in the background, and she already told me that she gonna make sure we on top of all the comments today. She said, because we gotta keep the people, engaged and interactive. So that's how we're gonna handle that. One more time before we get to the dispensing this most quality, great information that we have. If you here with us now, hashtag live. If you here with us in the rebroadcast, hashtag rebroadcast. Also, if you got a question, you're afraid to type it in the comment, you know what I mean? Shout out to my homeboy. He said he watched our video desk the other day. He said he watched the whole 43 minutes. I said, why you ain't comment? You watched 43 minutes, you didn't say nothing. Like, come on, man. So look, man, if you here and you scared to say something, text me while we on the air. 302-689-3240, 302-689-3240. All right, so we ain't trying to let no questions get like away, because the questions is the real meat. You feel me, Des? Mm-hmm. So whatever we got to do, man, we gonna help these people out as much as possible. Much as possible. You want me to jump right in, or you want to take it from here?
Let's jump right in. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So really what they want to know, Des, is how the heck do we get into this program? See, everybody knows about the program, and this is my biggest takeaway before we even get started. If you want a paid caregiver, the only insurance company that will help you out is Medicaid. Like, no other insurance company will help you with a paid caregiver. Everybody else, they like, you pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say this right now. The number one thing you need to know is gotta be in Medicaid. Word up. Gotta be in Medicaid. Hit them with the number one thing, Miss Ludia. Let's talk about it. The number one thing, gotta be in Medicaid. Also, making this the number one thing, this is like a prerequisite. You know what I mean? This is the stage. Like, if you haven't at least gotten into Medicaid thus far, like, this is an advanced video for you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you may have to go back and figure that all the way out. You know what I mean? So look, if you here with Mr. KC, hit me with a wow face, man. KC love them wow faces. Like, I can't even believe it. If you see Smiley on here ever and you like, wow, he got Smiley on TV with him, smash the wow face. If you don't know what the wow face is, it's that orange face with the eyes real big. Like, okay, wow. So boom. That's how we're gonna do that. So look, gotta be in Medicaid. You know what I mean? Gotta be in Medicaid. That's the easy part. That's the easy part. Now, once you in Medicaid and you want to get into this this program, what do they do to get into the program? What's the only way to get in the program?
You gotta, like you said,
Gotta
first
fill
step,
the
get Medicaid, but you have to join the LTSS program, okay?
And they gotta fill the application out. If they don't fill the app out, can't get in. Any program you want to get into, you got to fill out an app. You know what I mean? If you wanna be I don't know, man. If you want to be in the motorcycle gang, you got to fill the app out. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get a job, you want a car,
Straight
a
up.
house. I mean, it doesn't matter. Whatever you
Everything.
want. You
Hey, Des, come a little closer because I can't hear you. I don't know if the people can hear you. Really? I don't know. You might got to turn your mic up. All I'm trying to tell y'all is, man, we got the best tips. We may don't know how to work this audio visual, but we know how the system go. You feel me?
So look, that's better?
Absolutely. My boy Keys, what's going on, man? Keys is from where are you from? Keys, San Antonio, Texas. We love you down there, man. I'm glad you watching, man. Make sure that you let everybody know how to get into the LTSS program, because Medicaid in all 50 states, man. If they want to get into the program, tell them first they got to be in Medicaid. Number two thing they got to do, fill out the application. Now, the reason why we came here with you today is to break down the process. Like, how's it really go? Like, this is the back scene. Like, this guy just called me a couple minutes ago. Did I tell you that? Guy just called me and he said, yo, KC, you told me I got to get the doctor to fill the application out, but I don't see nowhere on here for the doctor's signature. I said, listen, cuz.
You're skipping steps, baby.
Skipping steps. Not only are you skipping steps, you watching the video, but you're not paying attention. You know what I mean? See, I know we never talked because I would have never told you that. What I would have told you is fill out the application, and then they're going to break it into 3 steps. So listen, that doctor signature thing that he was talking about, that's really like the first step. You know what I mean? So just to tell y'all the first step, we're going to get it all the way out the way. Not the step, because this is the process, because we already the only step to getting into the thing is filling out the application. So today we're going to break down the process. Hey, look, Keys, thanks for sharing it to your page, man. This is some good information, man. We appreciate that. All right. So look, if you're on his page or you on ours, man, the first thing after filling out the application for the process is the doctor recommendation. Now, I don't know. Does this have a special special name or something on their side? Or is it just like doctor recommendation?
There is a special name, but it's basically
we gotta figure that
doctor recommendation.
Buddy. That's what I call it, doctor recommendation. Now, see this thing right here. This the most special part, right? Because when the doctor says church need this program, you like 99% in, man.
Yeah, I'm like, who doesn't listen to the doctors? I mean, like,
who don't listen to the doctor? Not only that, the doctor is your biggest advocate. So if you got any problems, you want the doctor on your side because you need as much help as you can get. You know what I mean? Like, calling KC is great because I'm gonna talk for you. But if you already in touch with that doctor, the doctor already wrote down what's wrong with you, and I'm gonna say, hey, listen, refer back to the doctor's notes. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Shout out to my boy Kurt from Baltimore, man. He always say, KC, man, simple as that, baby. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Right. So look, simple as that. I'm gonna give you how do they present this to the doctor? Wow. Listen, that's an awesome question because the guy that just called me on the phone asked me the same thing. He said there's no part on the application for the doctor. And I said, listen, cuz the application is for you.
Exactly.
You got to fill it out. They present it to the doctor. You fill out the application. Medicaid gets your application, and then they submit it to the doctor for you. Like, Medicaid ain't gonna have you doing no talking for them at no time. You feel me? So
You
they
have
want
to
to.
have already talked to the doctor. You got to lay out all your life story to the doctor. And then Medicaid will reach out after they get your application to basically justify your eligibility for this long-term service program.
That's right. That's right. And now this I do know the name of. It's a very special report that Medicaid actually asked your doctor, and it's
Right.
called the comprehensive medical report. Now,
Yes.
that's the actual report. You know what I mean? Where do they retrieve the application? Hey, Keys, man, you only can retrieve a Medicaid long-term health care application from Medicaid. I'm sorry if I said the other M word, but Medicaid is the only people that give out the applications for the program. All right. So if you picking up what I'm putting down, man, we still talking about the first step in the process. That's what's called a doctor recommendation. Now, look, I'm gonna tell you how to make the first part of the process go as smooth as it can possibly go. Y'all into that? You think I should tell them?
Yeah, let them know. They need it.
Okay. Check it out. Just because assistant director Destiny said tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all. So this is how it go. Everybody, if you want to be cool in the doctor's good graces, you already got a condition. So I ain't got to say make nothing up. We don't want to make nothing up. But what we want you to do is go to the doctor, preferably January, like January 1st. Make that your New Year's edition. But if you need to get into the program right now, what I'm gonna say is go today or tomorrow. Don't waste one more day. Make sure that you locked in. They calling me. Look, man, if y'all need me while we on the wire, 302-689-3240. 302-689-3240. Text me your comment, put it right in the page, whatever you got to do. So look, the reason why I say go to the doctor, right, is because doctors get paid in like one or two different ways. All doctors don't do no surgery, so they're not getting paid for that. But what they do get paid for, they get paid for doctor visits. They get paid for co-pays. You feel me? And while you're there, if you need a doctor to do anything, he gonna charge you for that. You know what I'm saying? So the number one thing you need to do when getting down with your doctor is go see him. Go see the doctor. Make sure your co-pays are straightened out. And why do I say do all that? Because when Medicaid call your doctor and they be like, do church need to be in this program? You want him to say, oh, you talking about Casey? Absolutely, he need to be that program. Man, this program is going to help him out so much. This thing going to change his life. And you really want your doctor to be talking like that for you when Medicaid called him. You know what I'm saying? You with me, Des?
For sure.
Absolutely. So what do? Go by, see the doctor. Always make sure that your doctor knows who you are when somebody says your name. You know what I mean? It's not enough that they just like, oh, church is on a roll call. Let me look down the sheet and see what he need. Nah. Church, one of my favorite people. Make sure you tighten him up, get him in that program ASAP or dapper. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's the first step of the process. What's the second step? Smiley, tell them the second step. You know the second step?
Financial
This is back end stuff. So if you don't know it, you know what I mean? It's all good because this is like super, not everybody knows. And I'm gonna tell you, the only reason why I know it is because my boy worked way in the back.
That financial eligibility.
Financial eligibility. Right. Some people call it financial determination, but I think eligibility is probably the best word that we can use for this because Medicaid is trying to find out if you're eligible financially for this program. Like does all the financials add up? Like, does this person financially deserve to be in this program? All right. So what I heard about this step, and this step kind of throws people. You know what I mean?
Because it's not as hard as you think it is.
It's not as hard as you think.
You don't even gotta think about this step. This step is just like a cakewalk. Is what I like.
Cakewalk. Okay. Absolutely.
All you're doing is like re-emphasizing your financial statement, the same statement that you use to get into Medicaid in general.
Right.
So now you're just giving them this statement again to get into the LTSS program of Medicaid. That's all. Okay. This
Let me
is
ask you a
not,
question.
you don't need,
For the people, just for the people on the fence, about this financial eligibility thing. If they got their, if they're asked to print out their bank statement one more time, and they finger just can't hit that button, what do you say to them? Like how hard is it to like print it out one more time? Would you think it'd be worth it?
I'm like, you just got to do it. Tell somebody else to do it for you at that point. It's the only way that you're gonna be able to get into the program, and that's what you really want. It's nothing but a little click of the fingers, a little phone call, tell the bank to fax it over. Then you don't even got to do nothing really.
You ain't gotta do nothing.
Just get them the information, ask them, beg them, I guess, to look through the file before and use the same one. But you gotta
ain't nothing changed, man. Just go back into the file.
Yeah. You got to make it happen, though. That's all. You're really just, like I said, reiterating, re-emphasizing just your situation. They're just going to need it for this specific application. Again, that's all. But don't worry about it. Don't stress it. That shouldn't be. Don't think you're going to lose benefits given your financial statement all over again. They're not going to look at it to determine other things or things you already have. That's not the case. Just submit it. That's the easy step. That's the easy step.
Let me ask you a question. Because
step one's the hard step. Step two is the easy step.
You look like a very smart person. I just want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
What kind of people should be scared to turn their financial eligibility information in? I mean, because it's got to be somebody that
I'm like people who signed up for Medicaid and they were told that they can't get Medicaid because they make too much money. Those are like the only people. Other than that, if you have never signed up for Medicaid, then yeah, I suggest you do it just to see if you get approved. It's not going to hurt you whatsoever. And if you do, then yeah, then you'll know that you are 99% probably going to get this LTSS application passed through. So, absolutely. And any other benefits that you may want with Medicaid. I mean, you just got to sign up. And the only, like I said, nothing beats a failure but a try. The only way that you'll know is if you try. So what's the worst that could happen?
Now, just because, like this, I know a lot of people, you know what I mean? And I'm going to just tell you, it's definitely, you're right. You're 1,000% right. If you put your information in, then you probably qualified to get into the program. You know what I mean? But there are some rare 1% people who should be afraid to give their financial eligibility papers up, such as their bank statement papers. Do you know who those people are?
Who are those people?
Those people are lottery winners, Powerball winners, number one, Mega Millions winners, and Lucky for Life winners. Because that's like the only thing that'll disqualify you from
like
getting
back.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they already thinking you're set for life at that point.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. Mega Millions set for life. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. So if you didn't hit the Mega Millions, though, I personally feel that it's okay to go ahead and show them your bank statement at that point, though. What do you think?
Yeah, do it. That's like a no-brainer. Correct.
There was an old lady called me the other day. Shout out to my older folk, man. But y'all can't be holding on, man, because they already know. Mm-hmm. Medicaid knows everything. If you in the program, they know everything. They know everything.
They're gonna show you before you even show them half the time. So
just give them what they want so you can move forward, man. And
give them what they need. Yeah, they just it's like paperwork. It's like document. It's just things.
How many times you gotta pull out your How many times they make you pull out your bank statement?
One too many, but who cares?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That was a dumb question. Like, I feel you on that. But who cares?
Get this through, then I'll give you what you need for me to get what I need. I mean, it's a cycle. I mean, granted, they're not like terrible. It's not like they lose information, but sometimes processes are just a little more complicated than others, and you have to submit it to maybe different people or different departments. But either way, you can make it happen.
That's right. So New question in. Keys from San Antonio. He's checked in and he just said, so I have elders in my family that don't know about this service and truly need it. Do they have to call Medicaid theirself or can I do it for them? Awesome question. Awesome question.
Mhm.
You want to answer that? You want me to answer it?
I believe it's both, right?
Could be both.
I
Could
do think that the client who's actually will be under the Medicaid service will have to, make some type of moves eventually. But I'm sure
yes, yes.
caregiver, friend, family member can get the process started for them at the bare minimum.
And that's what I was going to say. Now, nobody can fill out the application for the Medicaid member, but my pop need all the help he can get. So if I pick up the phone and call Medicaid and I say, yo, man, send that application on in, I'm gonna say, look, send the app. And matter of fact, put Medicaid on notice that church is going in the program. I mean, he ain't got the app yet, but that's how we're gonna get that started. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure.
And just maybe even call while the person that needs to be on Medicaid is literally sitting right next to you. And then if they need to speak to that person or if they need to know that this is not a scam or whatever, you can just pass over the phone.
Right. And that's called HIPAA. So you're absolutely right, Miss Destiny. Like, if you don't have the POA for a family member or a loved one that you're trying to help, but the family member is right there, they're not going to give you a hard time helping them. Now, if you call and you try and get all the Medicaid information, you trying to get the financial eligibility,
right.
you trying to get the last bank statement
they're asking for in front
of
you.
They're not going to give you that.
I'm correct.
But if you just looking to help some people out, you know what I mean? And hey man, send that application on over because my peoples don't know how to use email. They only know how to do the snail mail, man. We want to get this thing done electronically. It's always cool for you to put something in like that, man. Help the people out as much as possible. So look, this right here, this brings us to the third step in the process.
This is the fun step. We did the hard step, the easy step. Now we're at the fun step.
I like how you phrased that. What was it? The hard step. The hardest step is just putting the application.
Yeah.
Fill that phone book out.
Step one's hard. Step
two. The easy step was financial eligibility. You already got it.
You're basically waiting to see your results at this point. This is just like I said, a breeze. It's just like I said, the waiting process, maybe a little anxiety, but you don't have to worry. You did your part.
Like Mary J said, you ain't gotta worry.
Yeah. You just telling them real.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the fun step, I mean, everybody don't think this is fun though. I'm gonna say, I think it's fun because I get to run my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's fun because I like to talk about myself.
Right. And I love to talk about myself. I like to talk, period. But if I get the chance to talk about myself, oh yeah, this is the greatest show on earth, So the third step in the process is what's called, not what I ain't created it, but what they created it called the interview. We got to get
that sounds terrible. Nobody likes going to interviews, but this is a different kind of interview.
Oh yeah.
This is more like a documentary.
Yeah. You already in. By the time you get to listen, if you made it to the third interview step, you already in. They just want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm. Now this is how you get in your help. This is determination of help. You gotta max out the hours that you could receive. This is where you get your hours for your caregiver.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, now you need this because you Gary give him something else. You darn sure don't want to have no caregiver and they only got 2-3 hours a day. Like that sucks.
Right? You don't want that.
You want to get up, move around, do this, and that, and then you restricted from the things that you can do because you don't have no hours. Why? Because you didn't say nothing at the interview. Break it down. That was strong.
Stretch it. Stretch this interview for as long as possible.
Stretch it up.
Yeah. You don't want them to even want to see you again. You want them to give you all the hours so that you get all the help you need so that they don't even gotta worry about you anymore. That's what you want.
What would you tell them? What would be your number one tip for stretching the interview out?
Know what you're gonna say, and the best way to know what you're gonna say is to have already either rehearsed it or have written it down. So you want to let them know everything that's going on from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, whether it's a good day or a bad day. Honestly, I mean, if you're having a good day when the person's interviewing, then yeah, I mean, you can tell them about your good days. But definitely always stress what it's like on a bad day or a day where you just know that you need the most help. So you want to speak about that day the most, those kind of days the most, be an advocate for everything you do in your life, whether you think it's small, whether someone else thinks it's small, and definitely up to the bigger, more important or impactful things.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Typically, what would you say? Like, how many sheets would you write down before the person came to interview you? Like, how much stuff would you write down?
Me, I, I don't know. Pages on pages. I'm gonna literally write myself a to-do list, and everything I do, I'm gonna write it down so that somebody sees the things that need to get done every single day. And like I said, I don't care if it's breathing.
Right.
Like,
'Cause
write
sometimes I
it
may
down.
need to
I
assist.
took a
Right.
breath today. Yeah, I walked all the way to here today. I took this many steps today. I
Need help.
had
Right.
to brush my teeth, wash my face, take a shower, do my hair, shave. Then I had to clean my room. Then I
Yeah.
had to clean the bath. I don't care. Name it all.
Those are real things.
I had to walk my son, my daughter, my niece, my nephew, my friend to the bus. I don't care what it is. I had to take my dog out, like everything. Because I mean everything takes some kind of energy, some kind of time, some type of something out of you. And it makes a difference. It obviously, like I said, on a good day when you're only got to do 2 or 3 of those things, it's not taking that much out of you. But there are days where there are things that are taking a lot out of you, and you want to make sure that, and sometimes you never know when those days are going to come. So you just want to have those hours and have that care in place for you just in case, or all the time, because you may or you will need it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Name everything.
Yeah, write it all down.
And yeah, because then you're going to be, and just when you're doing these things too, you're also then kind of reflecting on just everything that's going on in your life, and it makes a difference, and you want that to show in the interview. You'll probably like read these things off to them, and then it might bring you to a whole nother topic that the interview person wasn't even considering, that may be affecting your life.
Got another question. Good question too. So, how do I present this to the elders in my family to get them to understand that they need this when they're being stubborn? If you get what I'm saying, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
You want to answer this, or you want me to take it? You got it.
I mean, you can take it. I'll follow up this time.
Okay. Well, this right here, man, this is like I don't really know, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I tell people, and I'm saying I don't really know. Not that I don't know. I know the best way, but it's hard to change some people's opinions of things. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna give you an example. My pop is 80 years old. He was born in 43, right? So I'm gonna say in 1966 he was like I don't know, he was like 20 or something like that. My math is a little off right now. So in the 60s, if y'all know anything about America, it was like wartime. You know what I'm saying? They was going to Korea. It was a bunch of other things going on. The big world war had ended. A bunch of other little crazy things was going on. Everybody going to the military. Like back in the day, back in those days, a lot of people was going to the military so they didn't get drafted. Because the draft was real. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do me a couple years before Uncle Sam catch me and they make me check in. You feel me? Now I'm telling you all this long story to just say, like, my pop was crazy enough to sign up to go to another place where he don't know no people and try to, do some things to them, for his country. But at the same time, when my pop came back, he never utilized the VA for any of his benefits. And I'm like, Dad, you was crazy enough to even think about going over there, killing people that may or may not look like you, all for the sake of somebody else wanting you to do it, but you're not going to get these benefits. And he like, man, I don't want that. Now it's crazy talk to me for anybody to have, like it took him 3-4 years of his life to go over there, and he dedicated with them. And he came back home, he like, man, I don't want it. So like, I know what you're saying, man. And the stubbornness is crazy. And it's like, Dad, like these people could really help you out, could really change your life. You get into this program, yada, yada, yada. I give it all to him. You know what I mean? But can't make people change their opinion. Now, what did I make him do? I picked up the phone myself and I'm like, look, this old dude crazy, man, but let's see if he qualified for this program. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna say. Now, on our official documents, it says, listen, you ain't gotta have this conversation alone. So right now, I'm really talking to the people in Delaware. See, I'm lucky enough to have, a director and an assistant director who I can send to your mama house and let her know, or your daddy house, and let them know, like, listen, man, you did your thing, man, and we appreciate you, and you're getting a little older, man. So, why don't you go ahead and accept this good help that these people gonna give you? Now, my pop 80 years old, and he ain't trying to hear none of that from me. But when I send these PYTs on over to his house, and they say, look here, church, man, you too good for this, man. You qualify, man. Let us get you signed up. He gonna say, hey, man, you right. Get me signed up. So I don't know, Keys. You know what I mean? It's crazy because you can't make nobody do anything that they don't want to do, even if they qualify, even if Medicaid long-term healthcare program is waiting on them. I've still seen people. I talk people into going in, and I'm like, you qualify. Let me make a couple phone calls. Let me help you put this app in. I get you a paid caregiver, and because you need one. You know what I mean? But how do you get somebody to see it? I don't know. Just do it, man. If you got a family member that need it, man, just do it. They'll thank you later. If they don't thank you now, they'll thank you next lifetime or wherever else you're going after this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you think, Miss Destiny?
The elders turn into the kids, and the kids turn into the parents. So I definitely feel you just gotta force it on them if you know they need it. And another thing is, I mean, I guess just try to find a way to reason with them. I mean, figure out what they really care about, the real reason why
they don't want
this kind of situation or whatever for themselves, the reason they don't want to help themselves, whatever. Just try to get down to the real issue, and I don't know, kind of like make them feel like they're getting what they want, but also make sure they're getting what they need all at the same time. And it's a hard balance, and it always depends on the person, the family member, the situation. So I mean, everything comes into play, but it's always best, I feel like, and I think it's one of my specialties, when I just make somebody feel like they, got over, or they got what they want, and really the whole time you got what you need and I got what I want. So I mean, yeah, just don't give up. Just keep trying. Just any way you feel like you can show them the right way, or just like our favorite way is to just force it on them. If you know, I mean,
and this is what I say too. I mean, you saying force it on them, but this is what I'm telling the people. We're not forcing it on you, but positive conduct, fear no exposure. So if you need this, I'm gonna get you signed up, man. And then whether you like me or you love me, at the end of the day, man, I all I know is my heart feel good because I helped you out. You know what I mean? So like me or love me, man. If we talking about getting you some help that you need, man, it just is what it is.
Exactly.
Our commenter said that his grandmother would listen to you. He said you sound smart. You can't see the comments, y'all, so I gotta read them off. She on her cell phone.
Sorry about that today. All the things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would put her on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, we talk to her right now.
Yeah. But I mean, I understand.
They don't want people in their business, but that's how it is. That's just the nature of older folk. they feel like, yo, you know, my pop feel like he did 80 years. He don't want nobody all in this stuff. And I'm like, look, Dad, these people will help you out.
True. And I mean, also just kind of express to them, like, you know, why would I let you go into a sticky situation? Like,
Anyway.
and you're going to get to meet these people. You're going to vet them. We're not going to tell them your business until you're ready to give that information up. I mean, it doesn't have to be so cut and dry. I mean, telling Medicaid, yeah, I mean, that is telling your business, but they need to know. I mean, that's not even
Medicaid,
they don't
you'll have your
care.
business
Like,
anyway.
they're not even the people who care. We're the people.
Yeah, and if you're a halfway productive citizen, Medicaid already knows your business anyway. All they gotta do is look
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
that's like totally to yourself. So I mean,
it's you know, unless you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, your business is already halfway out.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe try to find other people who are in their age group and kind of share their story. Tell them, you know, how great it worked out for them. Like, it could be you too, mama and papa, auntie, uncle, whoever, mommy, daddy. It's like, we just want you to be the most happiest, the most comfortable that you could possibly be. And there's no reason that you can't put you and throw stuff in their face, stuff that they would tell you when you're not ready to do things or try things or see things that they feel like is going to help you, but you did it, you listened, and it made things better. You know, do stuff like that. Just definitely try. There's always some kind of way, sometimes later versus sooner, but to get someone to see a different perspective. It may not change theirs, but it starts with just being able to see a different perspective. And that's where stubbornness, I'm sorry, guys. And that's where stubbornness comes in. And there's a way to get around that. I had something pop up on my phone and I tapped it and my whole thing just came down.
I already knew what happened.
Sorry, but yeah.
It's a fun show, man. If nothing else, man, subscribe to this show because this is a good show, man. We try to get this to you every day, man. I try to give them the best tips, the best help, the best procedures. I try to tell them everything, man. This is really a show for learning, man. If you Medicaid and you need some extra help, I'm gonna break it down to you. I'm gonna let you know how to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Absolutely. You want to lead the people with a special message today?
I was literally just thinking of one in my mind, but I think I have too much to say, so I'm just like, no.
Give him a little gem. I mean, you shared a lot today. Give him a little gem. Give him a little.
I guess at the end of the day, I just want everybody to remember to look out for their health and well-being as it trumps everything, and to really be an advocate for yourself and for your loved ones, because I mean, first of all, where are we without each other? And second, you can't help anybody else or be there for anybody else if you're not doing the same for yourself.
Absolutely. We got another quick question.
Yeah.
Quick question. After I get them to agree, how long does the process take before their benefits are active?
Sure, it varies. I can't really say. Casey?
How long does it take? Miss Ludi, can you put the question back up real fast, please? He said, how long does it take for the people's benefits to get active? I'm assuming from the caller's question, I'm assuming you're saying Medicaid long-term health care benefits, or are you saying Medicaid benefits? Because it's really two different things. I mean, I can break both the processes down. You know what I mean? Whatever they need, I'm going to let them know how it go. You feel me? But one, I'm thinking he talking about the process that we're talking about. So, okay, how long does it take? Well, I just got done telling a guy. He said the guy that called and said, hey, man, I don't know where to get I don't know where to get the doctor to sign that off on the application because I don't see any room on here for a doctor's signature. So I kind of like broke down the process to him, and I'm saying it takes as long as it takes for you to get that application filled out. That is like the biggest active part of getting the application together, you getting it filled out. Now, we all know Medicaid is slow just because they Medicaid and, you know,
billions of people in the world.
Yeah, and they like the hem and haw, and they do whatever it is they really want to do. But how does it work? You fill out everything, and then they once you get into the system, once you mail that phone book back, they put you into the system, and then almost instantly, bang, rapid fire, they shoot you out to a nurse. Bang, rapid fire, they shoot you out to another financial person, and then when those two things are done, then they hit you with the interview. So how fast can it happen? It depends. If you're working by yourself, man, I don't know. It's kind of like osmosis, man. You just waiting on a small drip to happen, and then when it happens, it happens. But if you call a dude like me, I'm gonna tell you, get that application in. All they got to do is get it in their hands, and then I'm making the phone calls. See, I'm the guy. See, I kind of like working. You know what I mean? They put the application in desk, and I just work it. Like I call up. Listen, I really shouldn't even be telling the people all this stuff, but I'm gonna tell them anyway. You know what I mean? Now I got a connect that works at the service center. Now this guy, don't be trying to find out who my connect is, y'all, because this guy, he don't even really, he's like a janitor or something, but he happened to be next to a phone, and he happens to have a computer at his desk from 9 to 5. So what I do is I call up, and I'm like, I gotta act like I'm, calling for my boy. I'd be like, yo, is bro over there? You know what I mean? They be like, yeah, hold on a second. You know what I mean? They get him on the phone. I'm like, yo, you get church application yet?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. He on a computer. And then he go on there and he pull it up and he say, look, man, it just got sent out for the doctor recommendation. They sent it to the nurse, and then they sent it to the financial worker. And I say, okay, well, what's the nurse's phone number? And he say, hold on a second. And he go on in there and he give me the nurse phone number. And then he goes back in. They calling me. Look, I know we on here a long time, but if you need me while we on here, don't be afraid to put the message right into the comments. Don't be afraid to, chime in on Facebook. If you calling me, 302-689-3240 and text me the comment. Don't call me while we on the air, man. Stop playing. Text me the comment. We'll figure it out for you. All right. Simple as that. So listen, once they get you all into the back, I'm gonna call there and I'm gonna ask my homeboy. I'm gonna be like, look, how this thing gonna play out. He gonna give me everybody's name and number. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call him, and I this is what I do. I call him and I say, look, you got church information. How's he looking on this comprehensive medical report? Yeah, did you get it? Oh yeah, we got it. Okay, I sent it on in. Okay, boom, we moving on to the next step. Thank you very much. Click up, call the next person. Hey, you working on a financial situation for church? They say, yeah. I said, well, what's it look like? They say, well, we just got the last paper now that we needed from his account. Okay, thank you very much. Click. Then I called the supervisor on the case. I don't tell everybody this, and I'll be like, yo, when y'all gonna get this dude his interview? And they say, oh, we're gonna schedule that any day now. Or they say, hold on, you missed step one and you got to go back. Oh, okay. Now I got to call. Look, I thought you said, oh yeah, me turn that in now, because they do forget they're human. Yeah. So all that to say, once you get the application in, if you're a Delaware resident, I call and we try to get the people on the roll books like at the first of the month.
Yeah.
Now, if today's the 25th and you're trying to get on there by the first, it may be, a little hard. But you turn your stuff in at the beginning of the month, I can almost guarantee you 30 days later, I had these people calling you talking about, you in the program. Case manager will be reaching out to you, such and such and such and such, pick your provider. You know what I mean? Like, this thing could happen fast. But it depends. If if you go out it alone and you like a kid with a big stick in his hand at the front of at the entrance to the forest, and you feel like, hey, I'm gonna make my way on through this thing because I got a big stick, then try it out. Now, if you're looking for the fast pass, like you're at Disney World because there's 9 million people in front of you, and you like, yo, church, I can't stand here all day, man. My feet hurt. I'm gonna say, listen, man, call me, and I'm gonna slide you on through that thing. You know what I mean? So they call me, I put them through real fast. But it's up to you. You know what I mean? Depends on, how you feel.
Yeah, definitely stay on top of it. The more you stay on top of it, the faster the process will typically go.
Absolutely. I feel like this was a good one. I feel like they learned a lot. And the reason why I say they learned a lot, because I gave them my everything today. I mean, I don't even know what else I could tell
I know, right?
them.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely gave him everything.
In the words of
We
my
touched
assistant,
on everything at the very least.
right. In the words of my assistant director, I got nothing.
I
Like
got
I'm done, man. I gave him everything. I gave him everything. So look, if you need to reach out to me, if you need to reach out to Miss Destiny, if your mama needs a in-home healthcare assessment or something like that, 302-689-3240, you just need some help because Medicaid ain't treating you right. 302-689-3240. Feel free to call, text, do what you got to do. If you're watching this on social media, like, share, do whatever it is you got to do, man, because closed mouths don't get fed in 2023. You need to say something.
I know that's right.
Miss Ludi, it looked like we have one more question. All I gotta do is really just fall back, exit my full screen. See, I'm learning how to do this thing. Look like we
have professional.
No, I think that's it on the questions.
Okay.
Right, Miss Ludi, that's it? Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so look, I don't want y'all to like to thank y'all for this information, very informing and well needed.
No
That's
problem.
NEEDED, not need it. But that's all good. We love you. And we thank you, man, for allowing us to help people in your area, in your life, in their time of need. You know what I'm saying? Any good words you want to bless the people with? I know you already blessed them, but they still got us on here, you know what I mean? So we're gonna bless them again, you know what I mean? Ain't can't get too many. This the dream team right here, me and you anyway. Blessings.
I got nothing.
Yeah, you got nothing.
I did give
All right. So look, I'm gonna give him one. I'm gonna give him my favorite one. You know what I mean? Don't let anybody shame or blame you into thinking that taking care of somebody other than yourself is bad business. Most of the people I know, they only into taking care of themselves. You know what I mean? But we ain't like that. The reliable team is here for you and your family members. You know what I mean? You feel me? So that being said, I gotta go.
Yeah, the phones are ringing now.
The phones are definitely ringing.
But it's been
I love y'all. I'm out.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Hasta mañana.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Miss Destiny. I'll see you tomorrow. Right here. Same bad time, same bad channel. Let's see. Maybe a different time. I don't know. But also if y'all got a time where y'all like seeing us, man, the most, put it into the comments. We love to show up when you need us.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll still see you tomorrow. I can't wait.
There we go. All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.